was obviously a very important day, and it was about what should be the norm and what the American people should be able to take for granted, which is that one of the most important pillars of our democracy is that there will be a peaceful transfer of power. And today, I did what I have done my entire career, which is take seriously the oath that I have taken many times to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, which included today performing my constitutional duties to ensure that the people of America, the voters of America, will have their votes counted, that those votes matter, and that they will determine then the outcome of an election. I do believe very strongly that America's democracy is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it. Every single person, their willingness to fight for and respect the importance of our democracy. Otherwise, it is very fragile, and it will not be able to withstand moments of crisis. And today, America's democracy stood.
That was Vice President Kamala Harris after she carried out her constitutional duty and had the electoral votes certified in favor of her electoral opponent, Donald Trump. But you take a look here. This is an interesting stat by C-SPAN. The time it took joint sessions of Congress to certify electoral votes. This was always an administrative task until January 6, 2021, when Trump led an insurrection against our great nation to try to overthrow our democracy. And you heard what Vice President Kamala Harris was saying there in her speech after certifying the electoral votes, which is, we're going to lose our democracy if we don't fight for it each and every day and care about how precious that it is. In 2009, the January 6th counting of electoral votes was 36 minutes. In 2013, it was 22 minutes. In 2017, it took 41 minutes. In 2021, it took 14 hours and 48 minutes because of the insurrection. Today, in 2025, it took 30 minutes. I want to share with you just another example of Vice President Kamala Harris's dignity and grace, even in the face of being treated horribly by her political opponents. So this took place as well. One of the things that Vice President Kamala Harris, as the president of the Senate, is obligated to do under the Constitution is to swear in the senators for each term. So she was swearing in Nebraska's senior senator, Deb Fischer, for the 119th Congress. And I want you to watch here as MAGA Republican Senator Deb Fischer's husband refuses to shake hands with Vice President Kamala Harris. Here, play this clip.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, sure.
That way just a little bit. There you go. Thank you so much.
Did you see her reaction right there as well? She was like, okay. And you can take a look at this photo. Again, just the pettiness. And this is what MAGA is about. I'm going to be focusing a lot on future videos about empathy and compassion and talking about the importance of restoring that here in the United States of America, because it's not normal for hate-fueled rage bait to dominate. Or if it is normal, I refuse to accept that. And I want to use this platform for good and spreading love and positivity and building political coalitions around these principles of understanding and empathy and all of that. This is from Vice President Kamala Harris. Before she gave that speech I showed at the outset of the video, here she is. I just want you to see it. This is what it looks like to fulfill your constitutional duty. No drama, just going about and doing it. Here she is reading the tally of votes, saying that she lost the election to her opponent. And I know this is hard to watch. Trust me, I hate it. But I think we have to reflect and respect the dignity in Vice President Kamala Harris and also in President Joe Biden. Here, play this clip.
The state of the vote for the President of the United States as delivered to the President of the Senate is as follows. The whole number of the electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, the majority is 270. The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris Kamala D. Harris of the state of California has received 226 votes.
As we kick off the new year, I've got a little secret to share. Over the past few years, I've stopped setting those huge, daunting resolutions. Instead, I've made it a point to do something good for my health every day, and that includes using OneSkin. Only OneSkin has the OS01 peptide, the first ingredient scientifically proven to target cellular senescence, a root cause of aging responsible for lines and wrinkles. With OneSkin, you're not just helping your skin look and feel younger on the surface, you're actually helping it behave better at the cellular level. The result? Visible improvements now and in the future. Here's the thing. Small, consistent habits lead to big changes. That's why I'm a fan of OneSkin's Complete Skin Longevity Regimen. Their scientifically proven lineup of cleansers, moisturizers, and sunscreens has truly transformed my skin. After just a few weeks using the OS01 face and the eye topical supplements, I noticed my skin felt fresher, less tired, and even more resilient. Honestly, it's been a game changer for looking and feeling my best. OneSkin was founded by an all-woman team of scientists with PhDs in skin regeneration, stem cell biology, immunology, and bioinformatics. After testing over 900 so-called anti-aging peptides, they developed the OS01 peptide, the first ingredient to reverse skin's biological age by reducing the accumulation of senescent cells, a major driver of skin aging. Their entire R&D process is in-house and backed by rigorous lab and clinical studies. Make 2025 the year you invest in the health and longevity of your skin. Go to oneskin.co and use code Meidas for 15% off your order. That's oneskin.co with code Meidas, MEIDAS. After you purchase, let them know you heard about it here to support our show. Invest in your skin today with OneSkin. Your future self will thank you.
And over here, this is Vice President Kamala Harris making the announcement of the certification. Play this clip.
The state of the vote for the President of the United States as delivered to the President of the Senate is as follows. The whole number of the electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, the majority is 270. The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris Kamala D. Harris of the state of California has received 226 votes. The whole number of electors appointed to vote for Vice President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, a majority is 270. The votes for Vice President of the United States are as follows. J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio has received 312 votes. Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota has received 226 votes. This announcement of the state of the vote by the President of the Senate shall be deemed a sufficient declaration of the persons elected President and Vice President of the United States, each for a term beginning on the 20th day of January 2025, and shall be entered together with the list of the votes on the journals of the House and the Senate. Thank you very much.
So in contrast to that, this is what MAGAs were doing. Nancy Mace, we will not let them steal the election from Donald Trump. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, says, this is just bizarre stuff right here that we're watching. This was Vice President Kamala Harris earlier in the day as well, talking about her constitutional duty. Let's play it.
The peaceful transfer of power is one of the most fundamental principles of American democracy. As much as any other principle, it is what distinguishes our system of government from monarchy or tyranny. Today at the United States Capitol, I will perform my constitutional duty as Vice President of the United States to certify the results of the 2024 election. This duty is a sacred obligation, one I will uphold, guided by love of country, loyalty to our Constitution, and my unwavering faith in the American people. As we have seen, our democracy can be fragile, and it is up to then each one of us to stand up for our most cherished principles and to make sure that in America, our government always remains of the people, by the people, and for the people. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Want to share this with you. This is Democratic Senator from California, Adam Schiff. And here, Senator Schiff, no longer Congress member Schiff, Senator Schiff, he says, look, sure, we can hope that things are good with Trump, but he goes, we will be ready to vigorously fight back the way we did during his first term if and when he violates the Constitution. We're ready to go. We're ready for that fight. Here, play this clip.
So we have to try to find ways to work together to attack these structural problems in the economy.
Focus on those issues and, investigations and questions about his conduct and so forth that you were very focused on, others were as well. That will be secondary?
Well, I think we hope for the best. We keep a focus on trying to get positive, affirmative things done for the country. But a lot will depend on how he chooses to govern. If he violates the law, if he violates the Constitution, if he abuses his office, we will vigorously push back, fight back, stand up to him, as we had to do during his first term in office. But my priority is to try to get things done for my California constituents, realizing, though, they also expect me to stand up to him when he attacks the Constitution or their freedom.
And finally, let me share with you, former Republican Congressmember Adam Kinzinger was asked on CNN if he would accept a pardon from President Biden. He goes, no, why would I accept a pardon? He goes, I didn't commit any crimes. There's nothing to pardon me for. I don't want to seem like I did. Absolutely not. Here, watch this.
Here in New York, Congressman Kinzinger, should President Biden issue pardons for the January 6th committee members, including yourself?
No, I don't want it. Look, here's the
thing. You don't want it?
No, because the second a pardon is issued, and look, I understand the theory behind it, because Donald Trump has clearly said he's going to go after everybody. And it's not going to be for the January 6th investigation. What they'll do is they'll weaponize other investigations. They'll look into everything and start an investigation that'll end up coming to naught, force people to pay money. This happened to Brad Raffensperger in Georgia as he was forced to defend himself. But the second you take a pardon, it looks like you're guilty of something. I'm guilty of nothing besides bringing the truth to the American people and in the process embarrassing Donald Trump, because for 187 minutes he sat there and did absolutely nothing and showed how weak and scared he truly was. So no, I don't want it. And the bottom line is, I mean, if he wants to bring up January 6th again, we've had all this talk about how we're moving on from January 6th, and trust me, Anderson, I would love to. Like, my life has been defined by this for 4 years, but if he wants to bring it back, I will be happily talk about everything the committee did and learned and re-embarrassed.
What some people may not realize.
Well, folks, I wanted to share that with you, keep you updated on the events of the day, but also, again, reflect on Vice President Kamala Harris doing her job, her constitutional duty. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.